Call of Duty Cold War Beta dropped a new mode on their new weekend of beta testing, which now Xbox, PC, and PS4 all can play together. Very, very interesting mode. I absolutely love it, so I'm going to talk about it in today's video. Let's get into it. Hey guys, how you doing? I appreciate you clicking on the video today. Like I said, new game mode. It's called Fireteam Dirty Bomb. So there's something really interesting about Cold War's beta that I've come to see. They have basically different segments of multiplayer, is what it looks like. You have like your standard maps and your quick play maps as far as doing like team deathmatch, your classic domination, or kill confirmed, or whatever it be that is in the regular mode. But then there's these offshoots that they're doing, which obviously the combined arms made it seem like it was a ground war efficiency, or a ground war type game in which you had tanks and all of mobile people and tanks and vehicles and that sort of stuff. And then now there's a new section called Fireteam. So with combined arms, there's a couple of different modes. You have like your regular domination, where everybody has different points that they're supposed to be capturing in order to gain tickets to be able to win the game. And then there's something called Assault that they've shown, where there's one point that you kind of king of the hill fight over between two teams. And then the flag, once you capture a flag, it pushes you deeper into enemy territory, and then you have to capture that spot, and then it pushes you deeper into enemy territory, and you have to capture that spot, so on and so forth until you win all 5 flags on the map. But it's kind of a king of the hill, push them forward, push them back, push them forward, push them back type of game mode. So there's 2 different styles of game inside of combined arms. Moving on, they've introduced something else called Fireteam: Dirty Bomb, in which the fact of a I want to say Modern Warfare Warzone, but just a BR in general type atmosphere is being presented into the game. Now, I will say this. I am not a huge fan of the BR aesthetic inside of Cold War. Blackout, back on Black Ops 4. Treyarch made Black Ops 4, made Blackout. Blackout had been utilized for a very long time to get the feel of what the operators felt like inside of a BR, laying the loot all on the ground, and I feel like it would have been capitalized on if they had a revive mechanism. So the hardest part about Blackout was that if you died, you died. But then we started seeing like Apex Legends or Fortnite or PUBG, all of them start having a revive mechanic where they're able to get their buddies back into the game to play with them when they're playing squads or trios or any of that sort of stuff. So the unfortunate part about Blackout is there was no revive system. I felt like the game would have been really, really clean with that. Now, moving on to another BR aesthetic was Modern Warfare Warzone, in which they had a loadout system which completely changed the face of how BR worked, because anybody could make any kind of loadout and bring it into the game, and there were way too many facets for them to probably balance to make them effective, because any gun that you had, certain attachments might make it a completely broken gun. Most prominently right now is the new AA shotgun that can apparently, with explosive rounds, snipe, and I mean literally snipe vehicles from halfway across the map, and that's completely broken. But anyway, I'm getting away from all of that. Those type of feels change the different BR spectrum. This one, moving into the BR style of this multiplayer, it just doesn't feel as incorporated or as tuned for a BR type style as far as dropping in, trying to find people, and then having a plate system. It all feels a little wonky, a little weird. Once you get used to it, you can have a fun moment with it, but all it really feels like to me is that you're having a multiplayer game have these elements of BR, such as falling in from the sky and plating up. But it doesn't really change the feel of how you're killing people or how you play the game. It's still multiplayer, run around, shoot people. You're going to die a lot. They're going to die a lot, so on and so forth. But when we get into the idea of what the gameplay is for this mode, I love this idea. This is fantastic. Run around, pick up some uranium, take it to a drop site. Once the drop site is there, activate the bomb, blow the bomb up. You get points. The more points that you get, you win the game at 500. Beautiful. I think it's absolutely brilliant. 100%. I would recommend this to multiple people. I think it is great. 100%. Okay, 99.8%. There are a few facets that have a trouble. In the beta, we've had a lot of lag issues. So in the middle of the game, it is almost prone or absolutely going to happen that there will be a large lag spike that happens for a given duration, maybe like 2 or 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. But usually clears up eventually. Your frame rate goes down to a very, very poor amount. I'm not sure if this is because we're all playing on PlayStation 4 and the game is supposedly supposed to have better stuff for PlayStation 5. That's the optimistic look. In the pessimistic look, you have a whole year of gameplay development that hasn't come about, and there we go. We have another issue of having terrible frame issues and lag inside of the game. But it seems like it happens for everybody. We were all experiencing it at the same time. We were all when you're shooting an enemy, you could still win even though you only have 3 frames every second. So like I said, it was a brilliant game that I want to see come through with a really, really great, movement forward. We just need to get rid of the lag, and then people need to understand that this is still multiplayer and you don't need to play it like a BR. Plates do help, but plates are not essential, so on and so forth. With that, Fireteam Dirty Bomb makes me feel like Fireteam something else is going to come about in the future. I'm excited. I haven't popped into the game today. It is a new day, so they might have a new mode. I don't know. But Fireteam was a brilliant idea to give a new game mode type into the game. So, back in Black Ops 2, I believe it was, we started getting stuff like Sticks and Stones and One in the Chamber and game modes like that, and Gun Game and that sort of stuff. And they brought in a different aspect that made a fun improvement to the mantra of the usual team deathmatch, kill confirmed, domination, demolition, S&D, blah, 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 blah. Same way that they've made like the VIP Escort, which is like demolition, but quicker. You don't have the whole planting of the bomb and then having to try and find and hide and seek type aspect of search and destroy. Then VIP Escort, it seems like it's more rush in and then you get into a down state when you're hurt and then you have to clean up your kill or revive your teammates. Again, taking in some of the ideas from BR and implementing them into your game. And then moving forward with a brand new game mode that can be either competitive or a fun aspect using those mechanics. And so I think it's brilliant to see innovation happening. I do wish that they had more time to develop it, to fully flesh it out. Like when you look at the plates, when you're inserting plates, man, that animation and look is just really rough. It doesn't do the effect that Modern Warfare has, where it really feels like you're putting in a plate. But with that being said, the whole idea of putting in plates for protection just feels kind of stupid, especially when your avatar is shirtless. Anyway, that's beside the point. Moving from it, tell me what you think. Tell me what you think down in the comments below. I'd really appreciate it. That's kind of my rant for right now on this whole new aspect. I love the new game modes. I love the innovation. I think it's great. There are a couple of hiccups that are happening through the beta that I wish that they would work through. I hope they work through before launch. But I've loved it. I think it's great. I'm totally excited for it. What do you guys think? Do you think the beta is good? Do you think the beta is bad? Tell me down in the comments down below. If you made it this part of the video, think about hitting a like, hitting the sub button. That would really be appreciated. If you want to watch me live or talk to me in person at any time, I stream on Twitch every single day from 6:30 p.m. till 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Would love to see you over there. Link down in the description down below. We did drop some merch last week, so think about that. If you are excited to have some Football Freak 215 merch, I would appreciate it. Anywho, I've plugged all the crap that I want to plug. You enjoy your freaking day. I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces.